extreme and even dangerous temperatures. Justin Michaels is live in Houston, where things are heating up rather quickly, Justin. And I wonder, as you've been watching them start the cleanup efforts in downtown, have you heard anyone talk about an estimate as to when they might have some of this damage cleaned up? I mean, it is an enormous mess.
Yeah, Molly, we actually haven't. They are working at this, but when you look up at this building, the Wells Fargo building, and you think to yourself, okay, at the very least, they've got to replace all that glass, not to mention getting to the point where they can replace it. They're going through right now. In fact, listen. What that is glass falling from very high, and what they have to do is push the broken panes in, and in doing that, it does release a bunch of very fine glass down, raining down like sleet. Listen. You don't want to be under that. So it's raining down right now as they're working to push those panes of glass in. Look at it. You can even see it glistening. All right, so that's what we're talking about, the dangers downtown, which is why they are really encouraging people, especially if you work on Louisiana or any of the areas impacted downtown, to stay away, stay home, work from home. They're, of course, having those options right now because all these buildings are closed at this point. So worker safety is also very important. Way up on that lift up there are workers doing the hard work of there goes a bunch of glass coming down. Look at that. Okay, so that really should highlight how dangerous it is to be near these buildings. So back to worker safety, and these triple-digit heat indices are not helping these workers. Of course, they're up there in the blazing heat, in the blazing sun, and they are taking breaks. We talked to CenterPoint Energy, how they're making sure their workers are staying safe, trying to restore power to more than 200,000 customers. Listen.
Actually, we have 7,000 in total of our mutual assistance workers, along with our employees and our contractors. And, we're making sure they're taking rest breaks. We're making sure that they're hydrated. We've seen on some social media that people are seeing them, what they're saying, standing around. But what they're doing is they're taking the required breaks that they need to make sure that they continue to work safely.
And a good way to do that is hydration, hydration, hydration. We actually got the great advice not just to drink water, but make sure it's electrolyte-infused water like Smart Water or Essentia, one of those brands, the really high-end water, if you will, but it does have that great infusion of electrolytes to keep you even more hydrated, Molly. So definitely, it's hot out here. It's very hot. And Molly, last hour, you and Jen asked a question, where are they putting all the glass? Well, here's a brand new dumpster they just started filling it up with, and take a look at the shards of glass. They just started filling this dumpster. Can you imagine that raining down from high? That is deadly. Wild to see it like this, these shards of glass from hundreds and hundreds of windows in buildings all across the downtown Houston area. Into you.
Justin, that is a great visual, just to see some of the really large pieces of glass and the really jagged edges that they have too. It illustrates the danger. Justin, thank you so much there in Houston, Texas, where